Here is the big 3 lesson that I really study and take in, that I learned from the Luna crash. The $40 billion company went down to nothing. There are some lessons in here that we all can learn, and this is the lesson that I learned. I want to share back to you. The first lesson that I learned is to be confident but be humble at the same time. Because I know a lot of time when we're young and we build the success so much within a short amount of time, like the founder of Terra. He is a very young person, go to the school of Stanford, and he have a track record of success, built 7-figure company, and after that he built Terra within a short amount of time to a $40 billion company. So obviously the guy going to be very confident, but at the same time the man, he is not humble. If you watch some of the videos footage on YouTube and on the interview, the CEO of Luna Terra, Do Kwon, this is what he said in one of the interview. The person asked him, what do you think the market of crypto is going to be like in the next few years? He said like 90%, over 90% of the company is going to die. It's pretty entertaining to watch those companies die out. And he started laughing. And to some people, they may think like, wow, this is karma. That's why Luna Terra go down to nothing. Well, in some part, it's kind of true. Because when a person is too confident but too cocky at the same time, without the compassion at the beginning, chances are, God always find a way. Unless they realize their mistake, then they can overcome that mistake to become a better person, and they can solve the problem. But what happened to Luna Terra in here is the founders, he was mocking about other company failures, which is what he say true. It could be 90% of the company gonna fail in the next 2 to 3 years or 1 to 2 years. But he say very entertaining. You don't laughing based on someone failure, for example. If you don't have anything good to say, then don't say it, Or if you cannot help people in the best that you can, then at least, don't just kick them down, for example, or laugh at their not successful, for example. So that's the first thing that I want to mention. And on top of that, after that, he was so cocky and he was so confident to a point that he's so arrogant to a point that this person on social media, they challenge that, guess what? Luna Terra is not gonna hit $150 in the next few years. And he say that, what? I'm gonna bet $1 million that Luna Terra is gonna hit $150 in the next 1 or 2 years, for example. And that's what he did. He make a bet, and guess what happened now? Anything is possible when in this crypto market, and he lost the money, for example. So that's the first thing, guy. When it comes down to business, when it comes down to life, always good to be confident, because without confidence, everything will fail. But when you're too cocky and too arrogant on certain things, the chances are when things happen, not many people are going to help you at the same time. And at the same time, you cannot see things very clear when are you not willing to listen to other people. And when the problem of Terra happened, when the problem of UST, the stable coin happened, the CEO of Binance actually reached out to Luna Terra, reached out to the CEO, reached out to the company and say, what, I see this is the problem, and you need to fix this thing as soon as possible, because when the stable coin reached down to like 90 cents, 80 cents, you need to pump back the money to instill the confidence in the investor, to instill the confidence in the people who hold in the coin or stick in the coin. But guess what happened? The founder didn't really take them serious. Guess where Terra is today? So that's the first lesson I want to talk about. The second thing in here I want to talk about is nothing is impossible in crypto. What do you mean by that, Jimmy? Because if you look at this, I can never imagine, you would never imagine in a million years that stock market can 1000x or even 100,000x. You would never ever imagine the real estate market can skyrocket within 1 or 2 years to several thousand x. But guess what happened, guy? Shiba Inu, in less than 2 years, whoever invests $1,000 probably make over $500 million already. If you look at Luna Terra, whoever just invests $1,000 less than 2 years before the crash, they probably make over several $100,000. It's kind of ridiculous, right? If you think about that. And who could think a stable coin is supposed to be $1 value that's not gonna go down like USDT? But the stable coin for $1 reached down to 20 cents, and today it's only 3 cents. It's ridiculous. And because of this, people lost faith, for example. Whoever think that a DeFi company, the top 5 to 7 in the world, that within a week, you would not even see a Bitcoin that dropped down from 60,000 to 0, nothing. But Luna Terra, because of the flaw, and it dropped out less than a week to nothing. Everything is possible in the crypto market. It can rise to 1,000% or even 10,000% in a week, but it can also drop down as well. And I see that happen all the time. I turned $50,000 into $3 million within less than a week. I turned $100,000 into $3 million within less than 2 weeks. But at the same time, those coins also go down as well. That's what happened in the crypto market. And that's the second lesson that you have to acknowledge and understand very well. Okay. And the third thing that I actually learned, problem is only problem if you acknowledge the problem. I learned this thing from Zig Ziglar. He also say this. It is not what happened to you that determines how far you go in life. It's how you handle what happened to you. The situation of Luna Terra, it's a big problem right now. But problem is only become problem if the CEO of Luna Terra let it become a problem. However, if he understands this is a problem, but the way that he solved the problem and turned the problem into opportunity, then Luna Terra could revive again. If he see this thing as a problem that I am too ego, I am too arrogant right now, and even the CEO of Binance give me advice, I haven't even listened to it. I'm so much ego right now that when I talk to the people who challenge Luna Terra, that Luna Terra won't hit $100 or $150 next year, why do I have to challenge them back when I know my ability? You don't have to prove to anybody. If the Luna Terra CEO understand his problem, the company problem, the lack of security and the system inside Luna Terra, and he focus on those things, this could be an opportunity. The way that he solved the problem right now will help Luna Terra to revive again and turn things around. And this is what happened, that the community right now, we are here to support them. But until the CEO and the founder have to realize this big thing is, that's why you see Binance, Gate.io, KuCoin, Huobi, and all these major exchange include Coinbase. They support Luna Terra because the community in here, we all come together that we totally believe by the end of the day, we are here to believe that blockchain crypto is the future. So like I say, nothing is impossible in crypto. Problem is only become problem if we acknowledge them. And if we really understand the problem really well, we can turn that into the opportunity. And I see that what happened to Luna, and I really hope that Luna once again can turn into history for downfall and rise again, because what I'm really happy about Luna recently is at least they learn from their mistake and they start to take the community serious. They airdrop the token. Over a million of users start to receive the token, include myself. I received over 250 token of Luna 2.0, and I think that is at least something that they can do to reverse back to the community. And those are the things that I feel like the lesson that I learned over the crash. I hope that this lesson can help you guys in some way on your entrepreneur journey, on your investing journey, for you to become a wiser investor and more of slowly become a genius investor. By the end of the day, a genius investor is not someone who are genius, call himself a genius. It's someone who are making the mistakes so many times, who have problems so many times, but acknowledge their mistake and fixing it to become better and better each day. And that's how we become a genius investor. Guys, good luck and invest like a genius.